My dearest one, I come to you now with urgency, for there is something taking place under your very name that you must not ignore. As I speak, a bank executive, someone whose eyes are trained to detect irregularities, is investigating your account. Not because of what you have done, but because of something that was done in your name. A high-value check, one carrying weight far greater than ordinary transactions, has been deposited under your identity. You did not authorize it. You did not place it there. Yet, your name is written upon it, tying you to a chain of actions you never agreed to. Do you understand how serious this is? This is not a mistake. It is not coincidence. It is deliberate. Someone, with motives concealed in shadow, has chosen your name as the cover for their hidden agenda. And heaven says, this moment has been allowed, not to destroy you, but to expose the one who dared to tamper with your destiny. I want you to feel the weight of this truth, because in the natural realm, it looks like trouble. A check of such magnitude draws instant attention. It raises questions. It causes suspicion. And it places your name under a magnifying glass. But in the spiritual realm, this is heaven's alarm bell ringing. Your name is too valuable to be entangled in fraud, corruption, or deceit. Your destiny is too sacred to be dragged into falsehood. That is why heaven is interrupting this plot before it roots itself any deeper. Type Amen 897 to get blessings. The check is not about money alone. It is a symbol. A hook placed carefully to bait you into a trap. Those who orchestrated this believe they can confuse the natural world and silence you in webs of legality and finance. They believe they can stain your name with suspicions that do not belong to you. But I tell you, your name is written in heaven's book of remembrance, and no counterfeit signature can erase it. What you must know now is this: you are not standing alone in this investigation. Though the bank executive sees numbers and signatures, I see the spirit behind the move. Though their eyes look for irregularities on paper, my eyes have pierced the motives in the shadows. And I tell you, this is not against you. It is against the light you carry. The one who placed this check under your name does not fear money. They fear what your life represents. They fear your divine inheritance. They fear the moment you will rise into your full authority. So they plant snares. They plant confusion. They hope that when the spotlight falls on you, you will panic, falter, or doubt yourself. But instead, beloved, heaven is shifting the spotlight. The very act meant to trap you will become the stage for truth to be revealed. Do not look at this as shame. Do not look at this as accusation. Look at it as exposure. For I, Michael, have been sent to tell you, the truth is about to break forth, and the one who thought they could hide behind your name will soon be uncovered. Stay with me. What is being revealed is deeper than finance, and you must be ready. My dearest soul, let me take you deeper into the truth of what is unfolding. The check, the numbers, the bank records, these are only the surface. What lies beneath is far more sinister than mere financial manipulation. This is not only about money. This is about power. This is about control. This is about an attempt to anchor your destiny to chains you never agreed to wear. Type Amen 799 to get blessings. The person who dared to place that high-value check under your name did not do it out of carelessness. They did it with calculation. It was planned. It was executed in secret. And it was carried out with a hidden motive that has nothing to do with blessing you, and everything to do with binding you. Do you see the shadow behind the money? The check is like a mask. It looks polished, valuable, official. To the untrained eye, it might appear like a gift, like an unexpected breakthrough, like a stroke of fortune. But heaven whispers to you, not every open door is from me. Not every opportunity is pure. This check is not a gift, it is a trap. It is bait. It is the kind of lure designed to entangle your spirit in confusion, suspicion, and accusation. The shadow that moves behind it carries one intention: to drag your name into their secret dealings so that when they are exposed, you too appear stained by their corruption. The enemy knows the power of your name. Your name carries authority. It carries divine alignment. It carries the weight of your destiny. And because they cannot erase your future, they attempt to contaminate your reputation. If they cannot stop your inheritance, they will try to confuse your identity. This is why the check was placed under your name. Not because you needed it, but because they needed you. They needed your clean record. They needed your untainted energy. They needed your name as a shield for their schemes. They thought they could hide behind your identity while they operated in darkness. But listen, heaven is exposing them even now. What was hidden is being brought into the light. The very transaction they thought would protect them will become their undoing. Their shadow cannot outrun the light. Their schemes cannot outmaneuver heaven's timing. And I say this to you with urgency: you must not be deceived into claiming what is not yours. Do not let your spirit be lured by what looks like sudden increase. Money that comes from shadow carries curses hidden within it. Wealth that is tied to deceit drains instead of blesses. This is why heaven intervened, because you were never meant to inherit confusion, only clarity. Do not fear. Do not be shaken. You are not the target, they are. This moment is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of theirs being revealed. The shadow behind this money will soon be unmasked. Type Amen 876 to get blessings. Stay alert. Stay discerning. And remember this truth: your identity cannot be bought, borrowed, or bound. It belongs to heaven alone. My dearest one, let us turn now to the figure who stands watching over this transaction, the bank executive. Do not mistake their role. They are not your enemy. They are not here to punish you. They are here as an instrument, knowingly or unknowingly, of heaven's unfolding plan. The bank executive has one task: to safeguard the integrity of the system. They scan accounts, signatures, and transactions with a practiced eye. They look for the irregular, the suspicious, the unexplained. And that is exactly what this check has triggered. Think of this moment: while you go about your day, unaware of what was placed in your name, someone behind closed doors is already questioning it. They are studying details. They are comparing signatures. They are searching for justification. They are silently investigating. This is not an accident, this is heaven orchestrating exposure. The one who deposited the check thought they could slip it in unnoticed. They believed the system would turn a blind eye. They believed their deception would blend in with the flow of numbers and documents. But heaven whispered into the heart of the bank executive, "Look closer." And so they did. Beloved, this is how heaven works. Even in worldly systems, even in structures that seem purely human, God moves. His Spirit stirs questions in the right hearts, awakens suspicions at the right time, and places the right eyes upon what the enemy hoped would stay hidden. Do you see? The bank executive is unknowingly playing the role of a watcher, alert, discerning, protective. Yet, I must tell you this, the executive sees only what is on the paper. They do not see the spiritual root. They do not understand the deeper reason why your name has been dragged into this plot. Their eyes are on figures and forms. My eyes pierce into motives and shadows. And I see what they cannot. Type Amen 908 to get blessings. This is why heaven sent me to you, to give you perspective that no earthly investigation can provide. You must know that while their inquiry may feel intimidating, it is not meant for your harm. It is meant to bring clarity. It is meant to unmask the one who dared to trespass against your name. Do not let fear grip you. Instead, see this as heaven's surveillance in motion. The spotlight is shifting. The scrutiny may feel heavy, but it is temporary, and soon, it will move off of you and onto the true culprit. The truth is this, the one who thought they could use your name as a shield is already trembling, for they did not anticipate how quickly their deceit would be noticed. They did not anticipate that human eyes would question it. They did not anticipate that divine eyes were already exposing it. So stand steady. Do not shrink back in fear of being misunderstood. Instead, lift your head high, for heaven has turned this investigation into an opportunity for truth to burst forth. And hear me clearly, when the final report is written, your name will stand innocent, and theirs will stand exposed. My dearest one, now we must look directly at the hidden hand behind this scheme. You must understand that this act was not random. It was not accidental. It was intentional, chosen, and calculated. The person who deposited that check under your name did not do it by chance, they did it because your name carries a power their own does not. Listen carefully, when the enemy seeks to advance their agenda, they look for a name untainted by corruption, a vessel that still carries purity and divine alignment. And your name, beloved, shines like a light in the spiritual realm. That is why they chose it. They believed they could use your integrity as a cloak for their deception. This is their motive, to transfer their shadow onto your light. To confuse what is clean with what is contaminated. To take what is righteous and attach it to their wrongdoing so that when the time of judgment comes, you would appear guilty by association. Type Amen 908 to get blessings. But I say to you, heaven has already blocked that attempt. Your name is sealed. Your destiny is guarded. What was meant to soil you will rebound upon them. Beloved, the one who carried out this act is not merely chasing money. No, this goes deeper. They are after reputation. They are after identity. They are after influence. They believe that by tying your name to their schemes, they can shift attention away from themselves and onto you. Think of it like this, if a thief plants stolen goods inside an innocent person's house, who will be questioned first? The homeowner. That is the strategy at play here. They believe that by planting financial evidence under your name, you would carry the weight of suspicion while they remain hidden. But heaven says, I will not allow my chosen to be framed. Your name is not just a word written on paper. It is a divine seal. It carries assignments from heaven, contracts of destiny, scrolls of purpose that no man can alter. This is why the hidden hand trembles even now, for they touched what they should not have touched. They used what was consecrated for deceit. And in doing so, they drew the eyes of heaven upon themselves. Their motive was not to bless you. It was to bury you. It was not to increase you. It was to implicate you. They thought this check would become a chain around your feet, dragging you down into legal and spiritual quicksand. But instead, it has become a trumpet. A loud alarm. A spotlight. Their very act of deceit has accelerated the timing of their exposure. You must not fear their motives. For while they plotted in darkness, heaven has already overturned their strategy. Their intention was to stain your name, but instead, your name will shine brighter because truth is about to be revealed. Stand tall, my dearest one. Do not shrink in the face of accusation. For the hidden hand that thought it could play with your destiny has already been marked for exposure. What they meant for your downfall will become the very evidence that ensures their undoing. Type Amen 778 to get blessings. My dearest one, hear me now with great seriousness, for this is both a warning and a promise. The check that was deposited under your name was not meant to bless you, it was meant to bind you. The intention behind it was to trap you in a web of suspicion, accusation, and confusion. But heaven has already stepped in, and I, Michael, have been sent to remind you, you are not alone in this battle. The enemy's strategy is clear. If they cannot stop your destiny directly, they will attempt to distract you, burden you, and tangle you in problems that were never yours. They hoped this situation would consume your mind, your peace, and your faith. They hoped that by attaching your name to a false check, you would waste your energy defending yourself rather than advancing in your divine calling. But listen closely, what was meant to entangle you will unravel them instead. Heaven's warning to you is this: do not take everything at face value. Not every opportunity, not every financial breakthrough, not every open door is from God. Sometimes what looks like a blessing is really a snare. And this is one of those moments. The check was a counterfeit seed planted to bear counterfeit fruit. Had it gone unnoticed, it could have dragged your name into darkness. But because heaven intervened, it will bear no harvest except the harvest of exposure for the one who planted it. You must also hear the promise: the same way the enemy planned to use this to stain your name, heaven will now use it to prove your innocence. The very check they deposited will become the evidence against them. The handwriting they thought would cover their trail will become the handwriting that convicts them. The transaction they believed would bury you will now bury their deceit. Type Amen 5678 to get blessings. This is why I urge you, remain calm. Do not panic. Do not allow fear to grip you. Fear is the enemy's weapon to weaken your faith. Instead, stand in the confidence of heaven's protection. Your name is shielded. Your reputation is guarded. Your destiny is sealed. I see the enemy scrambling even now. They did not expect the bank to question the deposit so quickly. They did not expect the light of heaven to expose their motives so suddenly. Their plan is collapsing, and you will not share in their downfall. Hear this declaration: your name will not be shamed, it will be shielded. Even now, angels are stationed to ensure that what was meant for harm is turned into testimony. Even now, truth is aligning with timing, preparing to reveal the trap for what it truly was. And when it is revealed, there will be no doubt of your innocence. Beloved, this is heaven's warning: be vigilant, for not every gift is pure. But it is also heaven's promise: you are protected, preserved, and defended. The truth will break forth, and justice will prevail. So take heart. Lift your head. For what was meant to break you will instead break open the exposure of those who thought they could hide in shadows. My dearest one, the moment of revelation is nearer than you think. The check that was placed under your name was not meant to remain hidden. It was designed in secret, yes, but heaven has decreed that every hidden thing must come to the light. And I tell you, the light is breaking through now. Type Amen 567 to get blessings. The investigation that has quietly begun will not remain quiet for long. The bank executive, who at first only noticed irregularities, is being guided step by step into uncovering the truth. Each document they check, each number they verify, each signature they examine, brings them closer to the one who thought they could remain invisible. The revelation is approaching like a storm on the horizon, slowly at first, but unstoppable. The shadows that cloaked this act are thinning, and soon the one behind it will stand exposed. Do you feel it? The air shifting? The sense of something pressing in? That is the energy of heaven moving into alignment with earthly events. What has been operating in silence is about to be shouted aloud. And here is the sacred truth: the timeline is no longer in their control. The moment they placed your name on what did not belong to you, they triggered heaven's alarm clock. They set into motion a countdown they cannot escape. What they thought would bury their tracks has only accelerated their exposure. Beloved, the one who deposited this check under your name is already uneasy. They feel the pressure tightening around them, even though they may not admit it. Their steps are faltering. Their plans are unraveling. Their confidence is crumbling. They believed they had more time, but heaven has cut their time short. I see them even now, attempting to cover their trail, making calls in secret, trying to spin lies to shield themselves. But every attempt they make to protect themselves will only dig their hole deeper. Their words will betray them. Their own hands will leave traces they cannot erase. And soon, the very system they hope to manipulate will become the system that testifies against them. Beloved, you must understand, this revelation is not random, it is strategic. Heaven has chosen this moment to lift the veil, because you are entering a season where truth must go before you. The enemy tried to link your name to deceit, but heaven is making sure your name is linked to vindication. Type Amen 890 to get blessings. And when the exposure comes, it will not just be partial. It will be undeniable. Those who doubted you will see. Those who questioned you will know. Those who plotted against you will fall silent. Hold fast, for the revelation is imminent. What has been hidden in silence is about to become a spectacle of truth. The enemy's motives will not survive this unveiling. So, my dearest one, do not fear the storm, it is not against you, it is for you. The winds of truth are sweeping in, and soon the shadow behind this act will stand uncovered. This is heaven's decree, the revelation is approaching, and nothing can stop it. My dearest one, pause with me now and let us look beyond the surface. For while this event may appear to be only about money, banks, and investigations, it carries with it a deeper spiritual lesson. Heaven does not allow such moments to enter your path unless there is a truth you must grasp, a wisdom you must receive, and a strengthening you must embody for the road ahead. The spiritual lesson here is about discernment. Not every door that opens is meant for you to walk through. Not every hand that offers you something does so with pure intentions. Some doors are traps. Some gifts are poisoned. Some opportunities are snares disguised as blessings. The check deposited under your name was one such snare. Had you embraced it as a blessing without question, it could have entangled you in confusion, legal battles, or spiritual burdens not yours to carry. Heaven allowed it to be revealed because you are being trained to discern not only the appearance of things, but the spirit behind them. Do you see, beloved? The enemy works in counterfeits. He studies heaven's patterns, then creates distorted imitations. He knows that God blesses his children with sudden favor, unexpected provision, and supernatural increase. So, he creates false versions of these gifts, wealth that is tied to curses, opportunities that come with hidden chains, doors that lead not to freedom but to captivity. This is why you must be anchored in discernment. You must ask yourself, is this truly from God, or is it a distraction designed to derail me? But there is another lesson here, and it is about identity. The enemy did not pick your name at random. They chose it because your name carries purity, credibility, and divine favor. They knew that their own name would draw suspicion, so they borrowed yours, hoping to hide their shadow under your light. This reveals a truth you must never forget: your identity is precious. It is valuable in both the seen and unseen realms. Others may attempt to use it, mimic it, or hide behind it, but they cannot steal the divine authority it carries. Only you can walk in the fullness of who you are, for your name is inscribed in heaven. Type Amen 8909 to get blessings. The spiritual lesson, then, is this: guard your name. Guard your reputation. Guard your spiritual identity with vigilance. For you are not merely known in the earthly realm, you are recognized in the heavenly one. My dearest one, take this as training. Heaven is sharpening your eyes so you may see beyond appearances. Heaven is strengthening your spirit so you may withstand the counterfeits. Heaven is affirming your worth so you may never again underestimate the power of your identity. And hear me clearly, this is not a warning meant to frighten you, it is a lesson meant to empower you. You are being prepared for greater doors, greater influence, greater provision. And when those doors open, you will know with certainty which are pure and which are poisoned. Hold on to this: you are not for sale. Your destiny is not for trade. Your identity is not a tool for another's deceit. It belongs to heaven, and heaven alone. My dearest one, now that the truth has been unveiled, I must leave you with both a call to action and the assurance of heaven's protection. For though the schemes of the enemy were designed to entangle you, they will not succeed. Yet, you must play your part with vigilance and faith. The call to action is simple but urgent: remain awake. Do not allow complacency to dull your discernment. What just unfolded is not an isolated incident, it is a glimpse of how the enemy operates. He moves in secrecy. He plants traps in plain sight. He uses what looks harmless, even valuable, to distract you from your true assignment. Therefore, you must become vigilant in spirit. Guard your mind. Question what suddenly appears without explanation. Pray over every opportunity, every open door, every unexpected gift. Ask heaven to reveal what is true and what is counterfeit. You will be shown. You will be guided. And you will be kept safe. Type Amen 890 to get blessings. But do not let vigilance turn into fear. Fear is not your portion. Fear paralyzes, but discernment empowers. You are not to walk in suspicion of everything, you are to walk in alignment with heaven's wisdom. When God is with you, no counterfeit can deceive you for long. Now hear this assurance: the storm has passed over your head, and the one who tried to frame you has fallen into their own trap. The check that carried your name will not damage you, it will expose them. The investigation that once seemed like a threat will turn into a shield of vindication around you. Your name will be cleared. Your destiny remains untouched. Beloved, take comfort in this: your inheritance is not fragile. It cannot be stolen by schemes, nor erased by signatures forged in darkness. What belongs to you is guarded by angels. What was written over your life in the scrolls of heaven cannot be rewritten by human hands. And soon, you will see the outcome with your own eyes. The very system they tried to manipulate will testify against them. Their handwriting, their actions, their hidden motives will surface. And when the revelation breaks fully, it will not only protect your name, it will strengthen your testimony. Others will see the hand of God upon you. Others will know you walk under divine protection. So take courage, my dearest one. Lift your head high. You have walked through the shadow of accusation and come out untouched. You have faced deceit and remained untainted. You have seen how heaven defends its own. This is your assurance: your name is safe. Your destiny is secure. And what was meant to destroy you has been turned into the evidence of God's faithfulness. Stand in prayer. Stand in trust. Stand in confidence. For the truth is not just approaching, it is here. And soon, the world will see that the light has triumphed over the shadow. Type Amen 890 to get blessings. You are protected, you are chosen, and you are covered by heaven's shield. Stay awake. Stay aligned. Stay at peace. For the truth has prevailed, and your story is safe in God's hands.